No. No, we cannot. Although the title today does not have to do with retros so much. Good morning, everybody. How are you? I see Inkwell Monster used her voodoo to get through the ad block because she was in as soon as I started the chat. Then everyone came in the normal 3 minutes. 3 minutes after. Yeah, but you know why the title's Tornado Talk, Blaine. You're going to get it worse than me. Yeah, we're under a tornado watch here till this afternoon. Blaine's north of me a couple of hours. It's going to be worse up there. So if I lose the stream and don't come back, it's because I've lost power. It's fine right now, but it doesn't look good for later. So we'll see. My daughter's freaking out at school. My daughter has big time weather anxiety. So she threw up on the way to school this morning. It's tough for her. She powers through. She's a trooper. Poor baby though. Feel bad for her. But yeah, when we have weather like this, it's not good. So yeah, I figured I could at least put tornadoes in the stream because it does kind of relate. Because we do have a little bit of tornado talk. Not really. The other thing I need to mention is you can hear me. I'm not getting a cold. I've got allergies kicking my butt. So if I'm, raspy or snooty, I'm snooty. Good morning, Brooksy. That's why. We'll see how long my voice can take it today. I made it through the podcast okay yesterday. I gotta get one of those jackets they put on dogs. Actually, I just need the jacket with the handle so someone can carry me around. Not the I'm comfy jacket. I have the weighted blanket at home, so that'll work for that. I want the jacket with the handle. So I mean, I'm a big guy, but I think y'all can manage, right? No, but some of the counties around us didn't even go today. So it's looking pretty nasty. So I will watch my phone for a call, but my wife's off today too. Good morning, Evan. My wife's off today too, so we'll have it covered. But yeah, some of the counties didn't even go today that were a little bit south of us. And it's gonna I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get the worst of it. I think it's gonna be up Atlanta and north. That's what it looked like this morning, but still. All right, so I got my baggies. So we're gonna drop acid in everyone's envelopes today. Little acid bombs. So finally remembered all the pieces parts so I can get those first batch of member chips out. Yeah, I hit that weighted blanket, about once a month. It comes in real handy. Acid doesn't come in baggies, it comes in sheets. Is it more like this? Is this the acid pack over here? That's probably more the acid pack, right? Yep, got your address. Everyone who sent me email yesterday, I got your address. I'm gonna queue y'all up in the second batch. I'm gonna finish the first batch I got on the spreadsheet, which is 40 names. And then I'll hit the 10 or more that I got yesterday. So don't expect an email reply from me, but I do have your address and it will stay in the queue until I get these filled. So thanks for that. I'm glad you're emailing me so I can get these to you. Why do they make these baggies so hard to open? Tony, how do you know acid doesn't come in baggies? I mean, it's just an observation. I clearly don't know. I read a lot about the 60s. Did y'all see that? Yeah, Sarah Beth, that's the one. That's the list I'm going on right now. So sorry for the delay on getting that done. These bags suck. I just ripped right through it. Did y'all see that post on Reddit? I saw it on Reddit this morning while I was drinking my coffee. It was a post from one of those LSD tests in the 60s where they got an artist in and had him draw while he was tripping. So they started off with a baseline drawing, right when he took whatever dosage he had, and then followed him for the next 8 hours of the highs and lows. And you know, he basically tried to do the same drawing over and over. It was pretty wild. Like some of the good Lord, these bags are going to be the end of me. The drawings he came up with were just, when he was like at his peak, were wild. Like it was like, I don't know how, like even like I don't understand. No, if you weren't on drugs, you couldn't come up with what he came up with. Is what I'm getting at. So I'll find that post for you. But the art, it was crazy. It was crazy. So anyway, that's what I did this morning: is drank coffee and read about acid trips on artists on Reddit. I'm not off to a good start today. All right, let's see how many of these I got so far. So what else is going on? I don't have too much to talk about today. I just got to keep working on these envelopes. So if we have any topics, we will talk about retros, Andrew. Sorry, but not for long. Mostly because Alexander is going to build an additional voting sheet with finial pictures. You know how magical his work is. So if any of you have voted yesterday on, I know, you told me immediately. I mean, and he told me immediately too, but it's just like, I hate to make him go through all this. I like hate other people doing work for me. But I gotta make it up to him somehow. I have an idea. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so if you voted already, probably don't vote again on this sheet, but we'll see. I know he likes doing it. And we're going to do some project stuff. Well, we're going to do some paid work stuff eventually. Like for Knock, and do some color pickers for Knock, right? For like a crowdsource color picker. He's probably watching right now because he's tweeting me. He's DMing. He's in my DMs. So yeah, we'll eventually do that, especially since we'll be able to do some, hopefully before long, we'll be able to do some more custom stuff. That's the plan with Knock. Hopefully we can have a Knock update here in a couple weeks. So, well, this is thrilling today, man. I'm getting after these envelopes. So yeah, that's all the tornado talk I have, Andrew, so you're safe, pretty much. But I'll pull up I have my iPad. I'll see if I can pull up some of the early results. So maybe you won't get off the hook that easy. I'll pull up some of the early results, Andrew, and see what it looks like. Not that it matters too much, because we're going to use probably at least 50% of those. And I got a bunch of emails for additional ones, and it was a lot of the like the Smithsonian ones, which are all fantastic, weren't in the Retro 51 catalogs that I was going through to get all the names, which is weird. Like I knew I'd missed some, and the Smithsonian, like the entirety of the Smithsonian group wasn't in there. So we'll work on that. Oh, did y'all see? So my good buddy Matthew Morse, that a lot of you know, he was tweeting me this morning. He found the price. I didn't ever look at the price of the Bung Box. Good morning, Miss G's Crafties. The Bung Box 8th anniversary pin that I fell in love with. It's 80,000 yen. So that's a non-starter. So, does all the Smithsonian have the same logo? Perfect. So then we can just have the Smithsonian logo. If it's not the Smithsonian logo, is it just a design, or does it have their name on it? Like, I don't know if that would be legally advisable. So yeah, that pin is just, I mean, people will buy it, but I will not be one of them. Okay, the Sunburst. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know if we could get away with doing that or not. I mean, if Retro 51 has the license and it's a Retro 51 pin, probably. but it's also not a direct Retro 51 release. I don't know. Talking in circles. Jesse Rain. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, Jesse. Good morning, Zeke, if you're watching. Zeke in the house. Who decides what order the designs will be placed on the barrel? The designer at Retro 51. The price for the Sailor is 80,000 yen. So like $730. So Retro needs to pretty much drive that train on the layout. Like, we can give them the was it in the Slack yesterday? Excuse me. I wasn't. Shocker. I know. But I'm on the Twitter. See, I got the news on the Twitter. Oh, man. Apologies, y'all. Oh, okay. So I'm caught up on Tuesday's batch. I need to get new names out. Oh, I know the first one I need to do is Madison, since he was on the original list. I still have his text here. Y'all all want to know Mike Madison's address? That's crazy, man. Is it a regular size? Is it a full size Pro Gear or is it a slim? The Leap pen. I'm guessing it wasn't because I don't know what you're talking about. What's the Leap pen? Oh yeah, we didn't. I did see that. We'll probably talk about it next week. I'm thinking I need to get one because my mother-in-law is a leap year baby. So she was born on the 29th of February. So I should probably get that for her, right? This is a pretty cool design. Oh, is it sold out already? Rip. I'm not that concerned. I'm sure everything that will release from now through the end of the year will sell out immediately, which is why I'm thinking about on the Kickstarter limiting it to one per person. I'd rather sell fewer and everyone get one that they want instead of people getting two. I'll ask my wife if she thinks her mom would like that. She probably would. It'd be a neat gift. I meant to look at that yesterday and I just forgot. Just because it's so fitting for us as a family. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the Kickstarter is going to be one per, and there'll be people that have other accounts and whatever. I can't really control that, but it's just to give as many people the option as possible. Excuse me. Yep, I agree. I just want well, in this particular case, I want people to have the opportunity to buy it if they want it. I got the price. It's gonna be expensive, or I got a ballpark price that I can put on the Kickstarter. I got to finish talking about it with Mike. It won't be as cheap as like the pens, or not cheap, inexpensive as I do. Oh no way, no. Probably think more like in the creepy scrawlers range, which is like 65, I think. So no, more like that. But no, not over 100. Not even close. Oh, I gotta get my list. Nah, if we did a fountain pen, probably. Definitely. Oh yeah, it's actually gonna be 80,000 yen. Sorry guys, it's the 8th anniversary. 8th anniversary guy. Well, you don't know, right? Because, and this is not a final price. Like I've just got an estimate. It's a very color intensive. It's a color intensive print job, so I was concerned, but retro doesn't seem to be as concerned. My concerns may have been a little unfounded. It's going to be more than any pen that I've ever sold, but it's going to be reasonable in the grand scheme of what they've done for special editions. How about that? Oh. Why does the Google Drive app want to open a form in Google Chrome? What's the point of the Google Drive app? Sunk in a ditch. Thunder Viking. Let's go. That's true, Brooks. There is no it'll just be a layout, right? All right, the one thing I didn't do yesterday was delete the ones off the list. Oh my God. Okay. This is really not going my way. Oh, sorry. Oh, look, the thing stuck. That's awesome. The first time it worked, and the second time it didn't work. That's cool. Yep, I see that now. Isn't that funny? So when Jesse did it, it works fine. Thunder Viking does it, and it just sticks. Like, how am I supposed to fix that when that's what I get? It's like I can't fix software that works in that fashion. Okay. Google Drive, we are not friends right now. All right. I need to delete the ones I did, so I'm not double sending them because I don't remember the names. All right, what was the magic voodoo? It's tap. Just single tap. Okay, done. These should all be at the top. Why aren't these at the top in order? Did it do it in reverse order? I'm going to hurt somebody. Oh, I did it in reverse order. That's cool. This is a really boring stream so far today. Thank y'all for hanging out. Tap. Oh, did I say this Tuesday? I'm in line for my emote design, and I think I'm gonna get a little pin choo-choo train, like a four emote train, nib, section, barrel, clip. So they think that's the plan. Oh wow, I think I just deleted someone that I wasn't supposed to. The spreadsheet sucks. OMG. Wow. This is a hot mess. These are all over the place. I think I just deleted a line. I think I just deleted a line that I wasn't supposed to, but I'm really not sure. And somehow they're not in order, which doesn't make any sense. Oh my God. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. So this is going to be one of those things I'm looking at probably like 75% accuracy on getting everyone the stuff they're supposed to get. I know. Shake to undo, Control Z. I should do all those things, but I'm gonna go with it. I'm on a roll now. We are rolling. It is hot in this room. That's why it's tornadoes. It's going to be like 70 degrees today. And rainy. It's like I need to turn on the fan. Plus, I feel like caca. Pro Gear Slim with a medium nib. You're going to be perfectly fine. That's a great choice. Like, that's a great first sailor. Pro Gear Slim, medium nib. I cannot argue with that. Oh, also, Sarah, you will enjoy what I'm going to do with the purple one I got from Goldspot. So it's purple and gold, and I'm gonna put the Ackerman green ink in it. So it's gonna be a Mardi Gras theme review coming up Monday. Where is this? So I was thinking I should get like I should do like a purple ink. Like this is like this royal purple. I have the imperial purple ink that's really pretty. That I love. Then it hit me. I was like, well, what if I used a bright ink in this pen? You know, I was thinking about a pink would be good. Then it hit me. It's like, that's it. It's February. It's Mardi Gras time. It's a really bright ink. It's going to go good with the pen. I'm very happy with my decision. I get happy. I give myself like self high fives a lot. Do y'all do that? That was a self high five moment. I was like, good job by me. King cake for breakfast. That's the way to go. So yeah, that's Monday's review. Started working on that. Yep, so that's what it's going to be. That's going to be, I think that might be the perfect match. That's a t-shirt, Tony. I'm in a constant state of self high five. I could see that. But yeah, I was pretty happy. You know, I like it when a good plan comes together, right? All right, speaking of good plans, y'all want to work on a top secret project with me this morning? I mean, I know the answer is yes. We could talk about my ideas. So y'all know the caveat is whatever we talk about here might not become a reality, right? So as long as everyone as long as we're playing under the same rules, like whatever we talk about here, like we can talk about and we can explore and we can discuss, but it may not be. Yeah, it's Dreamland. It's Fantasyland. High five myself for the pin BBS sync with no swab to look at. Awesome, nice. Yeah, so by entering this chat, you've signed an NDA, even though this is posted publicly on YouTube when we're done. So just you still can't talk about it, but the future listeners, you're under NDA as well. So I mean, it's not a secret or anything, but it's something it's time for round 2 of Robert Auster. So I've been talking with him. Oh, this might be the address I deleted. Nope, there it is. So it's round 2 for Robert Auster. And it's time for me to present my ideas, right? He's all aboard. He loved the Fire on Fire idea. Like, absolutely loved it. He was even telling me, like, an email like this time, like how great that idea was, and you know, we should continue on the theme. And I said I'm a little bit concerned about that now in retrospect, right? Like, Australia's on fire. I made an Australian ink about fire. I'm a little uncomfortable now, right? Even though we did that ahead of time. It was like, well, now it doesn't look so great, right? And so what I want to continue the fire theme. And like, we all know that was his thing before, right? So y'all are leading to what I'm getting to. Yeah, we definitely think alike. So I want a blue-black ink, right? But my question to him before I even presented him my ideas was, is blue-black ink done? You know, can we do anything new? Right, and he has a lot of the blues, like Lake of Fire, which I own. Lake of Fire is actually the impetus for Fire on Fire. So if we do blue black, it can be water based, and then we could be putting out the fire, or something along those lines. So that's my thought process. Are y'all? Does that seem like a reasonable idea? Like I don't want to take advantage of the situation. I don't know. I probably wouldn't do. Hang on one second. I gotta make sure I didn't do this address real quick. We could do like a. Do I do a charitable aspect of it? Like, what do we do? The idea I had before talking to him and before thinking about continuing the fire on fire theme, in relation to what's going on in Australia right now, was I wanted an ink called Atmosphere for like My Love of Joy Division. It's a perfect kind of ink name. And it'd be like a dark color. But I think after talking with him, like he thinks like keeping the fire on fire thing going. So yeah, I think it feels like we put Atmosphere on hold, and go with something directly based, even though like Fire on Fire was not based on that at all. I think round 2 is the perfect opportunity to jump in and do something related but good. Hey, good morning, Sarah. And I've already donated to like the some of the independent firefighter groups and things like that. So now I almost need the name before I come up with the color, and that's where I'm still working. I'm still working on that. So yeah, y'all are on the same page as me, which is good. So so here's a separate but related question. What's an ink that needs to exist? Yeah, fight the fire. So like, I think we do like fight the fire, and then we do it like a blue color. But what there aren't a I don't think I've seen Sam Hain. I need to write that one down. Lamy Dark Lilac, but actually available. Fire off fire, right? What? So my only hesitancy would with black would be that's a very burned out thing, like a charred situation. If we're gonna make it relative, that seems has a little more of a negative connotation. The blacks and grays. No matter if the ink's great, like we could save that for Atmosphere whenever I want to do the Atmosphere ink, down the line. After fire, make it green or regrowth. Like the other color I wanted to do was something like Hofguardier growing, number 28. That would be my other ink choice. Right, y'all seen the pictures of the green coming out of Australia, right, with the new growth. So yeah, something, because I like the yellowish greens, which would be like the freshest growth type of green, I would think. Maybe with a pink sheen for like a flowery thing. When I was talking to Robert, he was just commenting on how much rain they're finally getting, so they were pretty happy with that. But I don't know what if the planes and helicopters are using, the the materials to the other fire retardants to put it out. I don't know. Yeah, the regrowth theme seems to be good. It also fits the color palette that I want. Right, if I was going to make a new color, like the next two colors I wanted were either like the Ackerman 28 or like a really unique blue black, which I don't know if that even exists. Right, they're pretty done. Sorry, I'm just writing a couple notes. Excuse me. Yeah. I like the regrowth, rebirth. Yeah, I want the blue black. I think I might. It feels like the next one. Like I want to make an ink called Atmosphere, and I think that might be my blue black ink. Like that seems more fitting for like the next year's ink. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Jesse. I appreciate it. I had to look down to see if I was using mine, but I'm using the play ball. I use that pen constantly. So yeah, this is good stuff. I think we can, and then we can donate $1 per bottle to charity. Maybe let Robert pick it, because I picked one of the one of the volunteer firefighter groups when I was just doing research. Maybe I can let him pick it this time. Yeah. God, those are all good. See, purple, green, and blue black. Yeah, a yellow or green. That's what I'm leaning to. That's true. That's true. They just dropped a new podcast today. Y'all go listen to the Nib Section podcast if you don't. Green sheening purple. Tony needs standardized test prep. We'll see ya. Yeah, this is good. I think the regrowth theme seems to be pretty sweet. Tony is the standardized test. Why is Rosie the Riveter in my stream? Oh. Yeah, Rosie's okay. Someone tweeted me, can we add I'm shocked I didn't have Rosie on the list. That's one of my favorite. Yeah, I'm answering Twitter live. Rosie will 100% make the cut. She doesn't even need to be on the list. That was one of the first ones I presented when when I had the idea. So I will reply to Miguel on Twitter about that. Will Fire on Fire be discontinued? Not anytime soon. So that's not something you need to rush and get. I think I have to reread the Robert Auster contract. K9 Play, thanks for the sub. Let's see if it works this time. Oh, did y'all see it glitch? I wonder if it's because it glitched it's staying this time. I saw a glitch in it right when it was time to for it to go out. It looked like it glitched and just restarted the whole thing. So I need to read my Robert Auster contract because basically I think it reads like this, and I think it's fair. I agreed to this contract. I think the contract reads something like this. Basically, he owns the ink color, but I own the license to sell it. And if ever I choose to no longer sell it, he would be allowed to produce that ink color. So as long as I'm willing to stock it, I can let it run forever. And then if I ever decide that no, I do not want to produce Fire on Fire anymore, he can choose to use that color. I'll have to reread the contract. Yeah, does Australia have a Smokey Bear equivalent? I'm not sure. Oh, Mongo Slade. We had this conversation. So the best way is I would email Bungbox directly. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. And then you're looking at services like White Rabbit. But just so you know, we had a listener go through one of the resellers, and his final quote with shipping and handling was over $1,000 because the pen's over $700 alone. And then all the premiums and all the shipping, it was over $1,000. It's pretty rough. It's a pretty rough hit. I'm going to cut this fan on real quick, guys. Or you could email Penn Saatchi. I wonder what they're going to do with this one. They probably can't get their hands on this one. All right. Great thoughts on the Robert Auster. Because it's time for us to start sampling. And I think the follow-up to Fire on Fire needs to be related to the Australian fires. And I think it needs to be charity-based. And I like the regrowth theme, which means I could make one of the colors that I wanted to make anyway, which was the yellowish green. And then I think we go from there. And then I shelve my blue black until next year. I think that's my thought processes right now. Sound good? Sounds good. All right. Hey, team high five on that one. Go Twitch stream. Oh, good. That makes sense. I mean, it's a light colored plant. I need to see what other stuff he has in there. Did he do something? Yeah, I wonder if we can do like I forget who was saying it, Evan maybe, if we can do a custom label on the bottle or add a koala sticker. You know I like stickers. Because that's something I could just do on my own. And, okay, this makes sense. Okay, Sarah, listen to this. And I want y'all to know that this is how I think about it from a business perspective. And I'm just going to tell you. If I do a sticker, I can charge more. But then that dollar to charity, like, leave some profit in there. Like, I don't want to lie. Like, there's part of this is a business. But like if I could add a sticker, and those inks are so cheap anyway. Like it's, a $20 thing. Members still get their % off. But you get more for the price. Like that's always the way I've looked at it. Something to think about. Because I love stickers. And I could get an Australian artist to design the sticker. See, and I pay for sticker designs too, so like I'd have to charge more. I don't tell people to do. I don't let people do things for me for exposure. Koalink. All right, We're talking business this morning. I love it. We have brought our A game, even though I'm not bringing my A game today. I like it. So now I just got to make sure to do it right. So I'll present some of these ideas to him. But I would say we are on fire today. But yeah, that's a heck of a conversation to have. Chuck is? Okay. That's a heck of a conversation to have with an Australian about things on fire right now. That's a heck of a conversation. Oh yeah, Angela could do it easily. So yeah. You know I like having the little add-on. So that's kind of perfect. Kind of perfect. Okay, I'll reach out to Chuck. Well, I need to get with Robert first. We got to get further along there, but I'm sure he's going to be game for the idea. He was so happy with how the last one went. He's pretty open right now. Yeah, fire 'em my way. And I'm sending you're getting your membership today because you're only 2 away now on the list. Excuse me. Woof. Andrew, can you link Chuck's Instagram in the chat for all of us? For those unfamiliar. Or anyone can link it. Yeah, thank you. Well, that's good because now I can I can work on this and already have ideas for like the following years. Oh my gosh, he has a Toby dog. I know I follow him, I just don't see his pictures. So cool. Yeah, we can definitely do this. That is a very cute dog. I love my little white pooch. He appreciates good leather. I got a new bag. It has leather accents, which is usually not my thing, but it's wax canvas. I got marketed too, chat. Even I can get marketed too. Show us. So, I haven't bought anything from Huckberry for years. Yeah, no nut sacks. No nut sacks here. Everyone. No, I'll leave the nut sacks to Tony. There's no way I could carry something called that. So, I hadn't bought anything from Huckberry for years. I'm surprised I'm still on their mailing list. Like, I hadn't unsubscribed. But they did a Flint and Tinder Billy Kirk wax canvas bag. Like a traditional backpack style bag. Hey, Cray, we were talking about you this morning. So, yeah, that's it. The wax canvas is super dope. So trying it out, breaking it in. It fits me, most importantly. Like, that's the most important thing about bags, is they have to fit my back. Across my back, this one does. So I'm pretty happy with it so far, but I'm just starting to carry it, so we'll see how it goes. So yeah. Good job, Huckberry, sending me an email on that one. So we'll have to see, because I like my Tom Bin bag so much. And I would like to have like one carry bag. Oh no, Sarah. Oh no. No, I did not. Do you want to try a Tom Bin Synapse 25 liter in case I need to sell it to afford this one? Okay, I will not look. It's okay, because I just bought this one. There's no way I would buy another one. Because I sold off all those bags to buy the last Tom Bin. Again, apologies for those who didn't catch the beginning of the stream. I've got allergies kicking my butt right now, so I apologize for the snorting and sniffling and coughing. It's just the way of the world today. I mean, it doesn't help that it's 70 degrees in the first week of February and things want to bloom and whatever the heck's going on outside. God, we might have to call it if this gets worse. I'm pretty open on time today. I got things to do this afternoon, but I don't need to rush out, but my eyes might not stop watering. Louisiana bound. Yes, please. I have a mic collection that I have right now for the Atlanta Pen Show. I have the Synapse, and it's in 25 liter, and it is the black check. So it's the lighter. It's basically the pack cloth exterior and interior instead of the 1000D exterior. So it's a little bit lighter. It's fantastic looking. I can find a picture of it for you, but it's black and white. It's black with white grid on the outside and blue with white grid on the inside. My daughter picked us up early at carpool today. Yeah, Evan, hope you feel better, bud. It's just like, it's gross enough on your own, but it's even grosser in public, like when I'm trying to talk to other people like y'all and I keep doing things. Benadryl does get me. It's why I was never a good drug user when I was younger, because drugs really affect me. All right, Alexander. If we don't catch you, I will talk to you later. I'll tweet you when I get home this afternoon. But I'm seeing your messages over here. I appreciate you, buddy. But yeah, if this keeps getting worse, we'll call it early. But I'm content just hanging. See, we talked about making inks. Like, this is what my email inbox looks like, that conversation we just had, right? And then I have like 5 of those conversations going on. Yeah, I'll get some when I get home. It's like, I feel fine. Like, I feel physically fine. It's just... Yeah, I'm not. That's why I don't drink much, or I've never really done drugs, is because they really affect me. Like, if I ever had to get like pain medicine from the doctor, like I would try to not take it. Did you get to see how the new notebooks came out? Which ones? Yeah, I can get you a making bacon hat. What notebooks, Michael? Why am I not grokking you? Making bacon. Morning schmevelin. Just get up whenever you feel like it. Just be nice. Good morning, Tessa. I won't pick on Tessa like I do on schmevelin. The Kakuyo ones? Oh, yeah. No, they're still in transit. They're figuring out how to get them shipped. I don't have a picture. I should email them for a picture. So my notebooks, no, I have not seen a picture of the final version. Yeah, I got you now. I'm tracking. I wasn't sure. I figured that was it. But I'll see if I can get a picture. I'll email them today because I haven't heard from them in about a week, which is fine. Like, I'm not interested in, like, bugging them. Nice one, Dog Night. I hope you like the theme system. It's a good format. The Pano book is just outstanding. I can't say enough nice things about the Pano book. Good morning, even supposing. Man, all my West Coasters sleeping in today. Or maybe you're just waiting to get to work to slack off. My new theme system journal is en route to me. Because I'm about done with my current. One thing I did Monday morning. Monday, I just had like a brain dump of ideas onto the page, which I then got to move out to other things. But yeah, that was where the Robert Auster thing came up. I just received my first Montegrappa, and it's an acrylic pen. What, oh, nice job, Tessa. What Montegrappa? That makes a difference. Like, I hate to say it with Montegrappa, and as much as I fawned over them, I think you have to start with the piston fillers, like, and go up from there. Like, the low end hasn't been as great as I feel the mid-range is. There's that whole conversation again. Mid-range. Like, I think some of the big companies, well, yeah, if you got a good deal on it, yeah. The Fortunas are cool, but like, some companies aren't as good at the lower range as they are at the upper and high end range. Like, Aurora and Montegrappa are not great at the low end, where someone like Pelican, I think, is great at the low end and the high end, right? So, trying to figure that out. And then I think Montegrappa's the thing about Montegrappa that I like is they're improving. Year over year, they improve their product, even if you're not seeing it. Because I used to be completely off of them, and now I'm in, right? Just because I didn't think the money was worth whatever frustration I would end up with, whatever I would end up having with the pen. And I think they've corrected that for the most part. Yeah, so that's how I feel about that. But some companies just can't deliver the same value proposition on the bottom end, and I think Aurora and Montegrappa are the leaders in that. Because, like, y'all know when I got my Optima years ago, how much I love that pen, and that pen flat out snapped in half, right in the middle. I got it repaired, and I got it back, and I don't think anything less of the brand because that happened to me, right? It's a great pen. It fits me perfectly, my style. Yeah, my Optima that went to the Shoptima. And it was like, okay, yes, this happened. A bad thing happened. But they obviously stand by the pen. It's fixed. It's never been a problem again. And, like, I don't weigh that fact at all when I discuss my Optima. Like, that wasn't a negative for me. They are a pimped out Pro Gear. It is such a more substantial feeling pen. Huh. So this is funny. Next up on my address list is my Retro 51 rep. I didn't even know he was a member of the Pen Addict members. That's pretty funny. That is too funny. I guess I should let him know I'm writing his address with a Retro 51. Do you have the episode of Enough that you did save somewhere? Yeah, I'm almost certain I can find it. I saved that one off. Email me or send me a message, not here, and I'll try to hunt that down. Oh yeah, let me know, Tessa. I imagine they have some repairs for that pen. It's pretty fragile. I mean, it's a great pen, but yeah, like if it falls and drops, it's gonna crack. So yeah, I'd like to hear the outcome of that if you don't mind sharing that with me some point. I would imagine no issue. They'll take care of it just fine. I wouldn't expect there to be. I need to listen to that, Tony. So like yesterday when we were joking about episode 400, Mike and I wanted to do like the reintroduction episode, right? What episode? Because like we're not stopping anytime soon, right? So we always have new listeners, and new listeners always want to know where should I start? So 400 won't be the starting point, but 400 could be your guide to why all these things happen, why all this stuff exists, what are we talking about when we talk about these types of things. But that's that's a lot of work to put together. But like putting that episode link in there, like I'm gonna have to find it anyway, is one of the things. Like we want to be able to discuss and link to some of the things that we do, so we can point people to episode 400, and 400 will have not all the content you need, but it will be the jumping off point for all the discussions we have. And we're talking about like not just like the why fountain pens type of stuff, but talking about like fun stuff, like why the Visionaire is a thing. Like, you remember when the Visionaire guy used to text me, like when we were talking about that? Like, do y'all remember that? For any longtime listeners, we had like, he would never talk he gave me his number. He let's set up a call, and then he would never call me. Like, I think we had one phone call, and then he'd text me just random crap, and then I'd ask him questions and he wouldn't reply, and that was it. So yeah. Oh, Andrew, I did get your email, and yeah, I'm thinking along those same lines. Yeah, but it's fun to have, like, when you have a long-running podcast and you have inside jokes, like, we're not going to stop talking about those things. Like, the scribble pen will never not be a Pen Addict thing. Even if nothing ever happens again with it. It's just part of the lore now. So we want to have a place to put these, along with, okay, here are some of the good interviews that we did. Here are some of the, how to, attending your first pen show things, all that type of stuff. So we want to reminisce a little bit on 400. But we both just realized how close that is, and neither one of us have started working on it, and that's going to take a lot of work. Maybe that's something I'll work on next week on stream. Is putting together episode 400. So be thinking about that. The rise of Kickstarter. See, that's a good topic. Oh my God. I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to mute y'all for a second on this one. Whew, excuse me. Well, we can do a live Google Doc. Yeah, that'd be fine. Excuse me, guys. So when I sneezed, I looked over. You always have ideas, Andrew, and generally they're always good, unlike Tony's. So I sneezed. I looked over at this. I have a separate monitor over here, and it has my tweet deck on there. And I just happened to see breaking. Disney releases first look at the upcoming live-action Lilo and Stitch. It's a little scary. What are you yelling about, TJ? Getting the sneeze out? Let me see if I can link this to you because it's scary. Copy link to this tweet. Wow. He doesn't need an inflated ego any more than he already has, Andrew. So yeah, that's what I saw when I sneezed. Yeah, that sneeze. That's what I figured. It was rough. I saw Beauty and the Beast because it was always my favorite Disney movie cartoon. It was good. I liked it. I will absolutely see Mulan. That looks amazing. I didn't see The Lion King. I wasn't that disappointed in it. I don't want to watch it over and over again. I didn't see The Lion King, although I would. I just never got around to it. Animals don't emote enough, yeah. I don't know. I was such a... the Beauty and the Beast was always my go-to, so I knew I was for sure going to see that one. Aladdin I didn't see. I'm watching TJ tweet over here. I needed hat tip, Panatic Twitch. I need some credit there. Aladdin was good, so see Aladdin before Lion King. I could be down with that. Is it on Disney Plus? I haven't done Disney Plus yet. Oh, we finished The Good Place last night, but just the season 3s that were in the 3 seasons that were in Netflix. So now I gotta wait for 4. Just like I'm waiting for season 6 of Schitt's Creek. But I finished that last night. Oh, that's cool, Evan. Oh, that's cool, Andrew. I like that. Yep, that's going to be part of it, Michael. I think it was episode 10. And then I'm sure we'll talk about the break. Like this almost didn't happen very early on, right? There's a hump you got to get over in the beginning. You never know when it's going to come. You never know what it's going to be about. But it hit us pretty early on. So we'll talk about that. That was in the 20s. 27-ish. In a row. It didn't last long, even supposing. You could get through that in a few days worth of listens. Like, Lamy Safari and Pilot Vanishing Point happened pretty soon. Especially relative to how many episodes we have now. Have you been a fountain pen fan the whole time? Like your whole life? Or at least an early adopter to the fountain pen life? Brad hates fountain pens. Did we have a show title that time? Yeah, I'm definitely willing to admit when I'm wrong. And this was a very costly thing to be wrong about in the end. A few episodes behind current, that's pretty good, honestly. So yeah, next week we'll do we'll do a thing. We'll discuss the oh, Gumbo Man Pat, I just saw your thing about Pete Rose. Yeah, I think it's asinine. Oh, good, Alexander. And I don't know if it was you or Matthias that why would that be? Pen as was vetoed. Matthias asked me to announce the winner of the contest on the podcast, which I will do next week. I didn't catch that till after I was done. I think the only Pete Rose problem is, like, I think when he was a manager in betting, I think, like, they're never gonna allow that, right? And then he pretty much showed his ass for decades after that. So I think he should be in the Hall of Fame, though. I'll say that if we're gonna have this conversation. Yeah, that's the thing, is he had his chances. So I gotta make sure, as I'm going through this list of memberships, I gotta make sure all of my international members know they get one too, right? I have special international stamps for them, and I haven't seen any come through in this batch. Yeah, totally. He's had his chances. I think it's just done. Like, I mean, this goes way back, right? I mean, did y'all listen to anyone listen to the Black Sox Scandal mini podcast series? That was pretty good. It fell flat towards the end, like they drug it out a little bit, but it was a good overall. I forget the name of it. If y'all want it, I could probably look it up. But it was only like 6 or 8 episodes. But I don't know. I guess I'm of the feeling if we're going to tell the story of baseball, we need to tell all of it, right? There's good and bad. Yeah, I might have even gotten the link from you, TJ. You might have shared that out and I got it. I forget who it was by. It was definitely by like a mini network. You know, it was just like a one guy narrator thingamajig. What do you think of letting him in only after he passes away? I guess my answer to that is I wouldn't pitch a fit if they let him in now. Right? Like in my lifetime, are we going to see Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens in the Hall of Fame? I mean, I don't know, nor do I care, right? I know what they did, like, or, you know, that was a little extreme. Like, it's pretty clear that they did something. They were also some of the greatest players that ever lived. Yeah, it was a Saber. It was related to one of the Saber groups. Right, but I'll be here to praise everyone else who gets in, and if those guys get in, the only one I don't want to get in is Schilling, just because I don't want to hear him blab. He probably deserves it on merit. I just don't want to hear him up there running his mouth. And that'd be the only benefit of doing Pete Rose posthumously, is we wouldn't have to hear him. That would be a benefit. Oh man, Jeter was robbed. He wasn't robbed. I'm surprised it was only one. Because, I mean, if you didn't vote for Jeter, you have the easiest out you will ever have on any vote. Is that there were 10 valid candidates, 11 valid candidates, and he was definitely getting in. So I don't think Jeter was robbed at all. I'm surprised there weren't like 5. You know, I would not have been if there were 5 Jeter no votes. Because you could explain that away. You'd get yelled at for about a day and then it'd be over with. Because it's a reasonable argument. I mean, I'm surprised Mariano did, to be perfectly honest. I mean, a lot of these guys should have in the past. Like, how is Greg Maddux not a first ballot Hall of Famer? I mean, a unanimous 100% Hall of Famer. But it doesn't matter. At least if you don't vote for Jeter, you have an excuse. I'm surprised there was only one, though. That's pretty funny. All right. I think I need to wrap this up before I croak on stream. We don't want that happening, do we? What else do we need to talk about before I wrap it up today? I'm going to go talk to Robert Auster. Just emailed you a show outline. Good. Yeah, I like you using that email. I can ignore them in a much more contained fashion. Whew. Have you seen the new Amazon Basics fountain pen? No, I have not. I know they do a bunch of stationary stuff, but I haven't seen the fountain pen. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, like how was Ripken not unanimous? Like, there's just things that don't make sense. I'm just glad a lot of the guys that I, grew up with reading, respect in the baseball community are now the ones getting to vote. We'll have some more reasonable outcomes. Nice. Well, are you going? How many days are you going? Because I'd like I definitely want a recap. Oh, is it worth getting a steel nib ground to a specialty nib? Heck yes. I do it all, like Tony says, I do it all the time. My most common used are probably some of my steel nibs that I've had ground. Because I'll move them around, right? If I get a Twisby nib that I know fits in all the 580s or fits in all the Ecos, I can move it around as I'm using those pins. Same with the Kaweco. All my Franklin Christophs. So they're Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning. Okay, good. Yeah, I'd like to get shoot me some details. When you're done, give me some thoughts on the new hotel setup, and just kind of get a feel. I definitely want to get a feel for how it is, so I can decide if I'm going to come next year. Because I'd like to get back over there. Oh, that's just where I was going for, Blaine. Oh my God. It's the Visionaire. Oh my God. Where's my link? Tell me this isn't the Visionaire. It's close. It's not quite. It definitely has more of a cross cap on it. Wow. How much is it? $8? $9? $10? Sure. What clip is that? Who uses that clip? Who uses that clip design? Is that like a modern Schaefer clip design? New Esterbrook clip. Evan, I'll read your review. I only go through my my pin feed like twice a week. But getting ready for this weekend, I'll go through it today. Man, that totally reminds me of the Visionaire. That's hilarious. Does it ship with the converter? Just the cartridges. Just the cartridges. I'd rather buy a Preppy too, but you know they're going to sell 1 million of these. This looks good for $10. Oh, I have something in my cart. Let's see what it is. It's a Disney shirt. We're taking our kids to Disney next weekend as a surprise. It's good for us because we can just drive down Friday night and come back Monday morning and spend Saturday and Sunday at the parks. So it's easy. It's easy for us. We're lucky that way. It's like a 5-hour drive. It's not bad. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, we have the Georgia discount, but we never go. We don't go. We go like once every few years. Like we don't even go once a year because it's crazy expensive. So like 2 days, 2 park days, we're good. We're good. Yeah, they do a Georgia Florida combo thing. It's the only like there's no like Alabama, there's no other southern states discount, but Georgia has some discount, but we don't get it. It's only for annual. It is. We were actually, what we were going to do, Mary, was take our big vacation. We'd always go somewhere in the summer. Like when the kids are out of school and my wife's off for a week, we'll do like a big trip. And this time we were going to go to Disneyland. But man, the math was so bad. It was pretty rough math. So we decided to skip that. So we don't know what we're going to do this summer. But we figured this was a good to 2 days and drive it. Like is way better than a week in California with 2 kids. Yeah, I've never been for the food festival. That'd be at the top of my list if I was just going. Cheap flights to Japan. Send me a link to those cheap flights in Japan. I need to go. Yeah, 3 times a year is a buttload. Like we're on a once every 3 to 4 years, and still this is even the short version of it, like 2 days, and that's still like once every 3 or 4 years. It's gonna be harder for me to go now because we used to go because the Brave spring training was at Disney's complex down there, and they've moved. So next year, if we go, we'll just go to spring training or something. That would drive my kids insane. I mean, as much as they love baseball, they don't want a baseball trip where we go to different parks every day. All right. I'm going to wrap it up because I'm about to have drainage everywhere. That's just what you needed to know. as we sign off today, but I'm done. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. I'm going to go talk to Bob Auster, see if we can get this ink idea rolling. Because once he starts on a project, it happens quickly. So we'll see. We'll see how far we get. I liked all the names. I appreciate the help today. We were definitely in a good place with all that. So thanks again. Next week, be thinking about Pen Addict, your experience in Pen Addict history. So we'll thinking about that as we head towards episode 400. We want to make sure we cover all the fun stuff. So Robert Auster thing, it's time for me, my new ink, and we're going to work on the name and the color and the design and the feel and the story of it. So, all right, guys and gals, thanks so much. I'll talk to you later.